Morning. So, as promised, moved on from last weekend. So far this week, the Sankey that I had, that I said had got a problem with his mouth. The intention was to give him. He basically ended up sulking. He'd been feeding, swimming around, got the problem with the mouth, but I was keeping my eye on it. But I made the video, was it Saturday? Sunday I noticed him sulking at the bottom of the pond. Monday he was sulking at the pond on the bottom. So on Tuesday the plan was to give him a PP bath. Previously I've been giving him salt baths. So came home from work, all intents and purposes to give him a PP bath, set it all up, got the air into the tub kind of thing. But when I sort of got him into the net, he was just listless. He was swimming, but he was listless, and the mouth looked atrocious. So I bit the bullet. And I sedated him and euthanized him. So I think it was the best for the fish, to be honest. Gutted, because he was probably, what I would say, he was my biggest Sankey. I'd say he was in a world of 50-60 cm, and looks wise, for what I know, which is a lot. But to me, he was my best Sankey. He was my best fish for looks, kind of thing. So, yeah, gutted on that. Anyway, so it's Friday. I've knocked a day off work. I'm in the pump house, stroke what was an aviary. Cleared a lot of it out. So as you can see, it is sort of meshed up. So it's a bit like a Faraday cage. I've got two CLS beams there going across, which I've just got to pop and get some. I'm going to get some OSB to make a shelf for the actual filter with a support underneath, just to give it a bit of extra support. But to get it in here, and I've taken the inside mesh out, but that's meshed on the outside as well with the polycarb. So next thing is, when I've got the shelf in, take off the polycarb, take off the mesh, take this vertical and horizontal support out. That should give me enough room to get the filter house, or the filter drum, whatever you want to call it, in. And then the plan is, what I'll do is, if I can get it in place, get all that sorted, then tomorrow I'll pop and get all the pipes and fittings and what have you, and have a crack at gluing, which pond-wise I've never glued before. I've glued ages ago with guttering and things like that, just doing an odd job at work years and years ago, but not where it's more critical in terms of I don't you can't lose water. So yeah, I'll be giving it a go at that. So I'll give you I'll crack on, go and get some wood, and I'll give you a catch up in a bit. Cheers. How we doing? I'm not used to this manual labour anymore. So we got some OSB. Went for 18mm. So there's the shelf, that's in, and it's got a centre support as well, just for added protection. I think I got the I got the tank. From memory, I worked it out to about 280 litres, so that should hold that. I'm fairly confident for that. What I'll probably have to do is, when it's in place and the pipes are coming down vertical from it, is I'll probably have to get some hole saw or some holes sawed with a hole saw just to go through and then run the pipe down, and they are quite low, so that'll be done. So in principle what it is, there's going to be glued rigid pipe to the actual tank, and then once it gets free of the tank and down back to the pond, it'll be flexi pipe. I'm just hoping I can get the twin wall, is it the was pipe, rather than just the one where you can see the ridges on the outside. So yeah, catch you later. Okay, so can't remember where I was last time now. I'll spin you around. So wall is out. And tank is in. So you can see started to cut some into the OSB and then go through to the bottom. Then I'll run the pipes down, and then this side, that will be the outlet, which again I'll run down, run round the back underneath, and then back out to the pond. I'm going to leave the ball valve in. I haven't got water at the top of the garden, so I can't do trickle in, trickle out. But yeah, jet washed out. So far so good. So really, that's, I think, as far as I wanted to get today. What I'm going to do is just remeasure the holes that are already in the tank, measure my feed pipe, and if I've not said before, so pump that draws for the skimmer comes out, and I'm going to measure it, say roughly 2-inch pipe. Steve, if you get to see this, but it'll probably be too late, you put the pipe in, I don't know if you can remember. So roughly a 2-inch pipe that comes out, then goes into a T-piece that drops to, I think, about 2 1-inch pipes that feed to the water blade. So theory is, what I will do is take one of the 1-inch feeds, feed it in here, feed it in here, around underneath to this side for the in, and one of those will be the in. Then the 2-inch out monster. So then the 2-inch will come out, down, back round, and then that will get fed into one of the 1-inch inlets on the water blade. The other 1-inch there, what I'm going to do is put a drainage tap on it so I can drain down. What I'll do is, I've got some hose in the some flexi pipe in the other shed, in the main shed, and then I can use that so if I ever want to drain that down. So in principle that works. Well, we'll see. So what I'll do then, so if I can get up to probably there this weekend, I'll be happy. And my air pump to the pond is outside by the main switch box, but I'm going to transfer that. I'll probably leave the switch on the pond and extend the cable if it needs extending, so the air pump can come in here, and then that will feed the biofilter. In terms of media, I've got some I'm going to put a multitude in, I think, to start with, to see how we get on. So I've got some media, from some plastic media from a pressure filter. I had a bag of media from Ting Tong, So I had a bag of that. Not a big bag. Oh, so it's, you know, it's ain't going to touch the sides basically. And what else have I got to go in there? There was something else I thought of. Oh, I bought some more media that I'm waiting to come from Ting Tong. I can't remember whether it was a K1 or more like that one I showed you. And I think, did I? I also bought some ceramic as well. I can't remember if I did or I didn't. But I was, if I have, I'm basically going to get some ceramic and just hang the ceramic in there. So yeah. I'll catch up with you. Morning, bank holiday Sunday. So where we are now, got a fair bit done yesterday. Went up to Japanese Water Gardens in Nottingham, basically so I could ask Lee on the project, and I was fairly confident he'd have all the fittings that I needed. So if I spin you around, I'll show you where I got to. So I've got the cages in, and what I've done, it's a bit dark down there, you can see them. So they were about 1.25 inches on the inlets. So what I did was I've used a hole saw and widened them up to 2 inches to take bigger fittings. Also had to take that one out a little bit more as well. So now they've got the whether you call them a sieve or cage, I've put those on. So the back one there, so that one will be the, let me have a look, where am I? Back one will be, yeah, so the back one, that one will be the outlet, just for if I ever want to drain the tank and what have you. And the one there, which is nearer the front, will be the inlet, so that will come from the pump. There you got the pipe going down, hose tail, then from there I'll run round the back, flexi pipe, it'll come round the back, come out there, and then the pond is just the other side there, underneath here. So what I did do was I was short a hose tail, so for now that'll be work. I could just leave that closed. That will, with an elbow, go on there like that, so I can shut it off, the intake off. Don't need to put a valve on the outlet because obviously it's gravity fed, so once it gets below the outlet pipe there, nothing's going to come out. So yeah, that's where we are. As I say, that will then flow back to the water blade. My only question will be is if there's enough outflow to match the inflow, any balances. If not, worst case scenario, I'll chop that hose tail off and increase the size, so it'll be 1 inch coming in and 2 inch going out, and that should flow it. I could also, in theory, vary the flow on the ball valve. I can drop the flow, the intake down a little bit as well if need be. Ooh. So yeah, first time at gluing. Well, as I say, I glued a little bit years and years ago for some down pipes, which obviously, you know, you're not going to notice leaks. But this is my first time gluing with pipe on a pond. So far so good. The only cock up I made was on the one ball valve. Put it all together, dry fitted, because I know that a lot of you have said in videos, dry fit first, get it all in place, mark it, and then glue it. Did that, and on the one ball valve, for some reason, I glued the outside and not the inside, so no great shake. But if that's my only cock up, I'll live with it. So yeah, I'll crack on and do a bit more and come back to you. Right, okay, so I'll flip you around and show you where we're up to. Good and bad, or good and fears were realised. So I'll flip you around. So I'm going to go tidy the pipe work up. So outlet, inlet from the water blade, which I'll show you in a minute. Water is coming in and water is going out. And whether you noticed, that valve is barely open. So the water coming in, if I have the valve fully open, the water coming in overruns, can't get out quick enough. And this mesh that you can see here, the tolerance between the water level of the outlet and that is it's quite close. So that's at the moment. Glue work, I've got to say, all my gluing isn't leaking. The only thing that's got a leak are these two bulkhead fittings, which I've tried nipping them up. Have got, I think I might have got it, but I'm not 100%. I've got to keep my eye on those. So if I come out, check Mav, come on Mavis. Oh. So the blade is doing okay. So that's from the 2-inch pipe back at the over there by the Buddha, goes down to a T-piece. One of the 1-inch pipes from the T-piece goes to the straight to the water blade, and one is diverted through to the tank of the biofilter. So that is fine. I think what I'll need to, I'll see, it's a combination. It's going to be a combination of keep my eye on that, see if the level holds on that, or do I close off that outlet bulkhead and lower it, or that's got a 2-inch pipe coming out, do I cut it off, get another hose tail and increase the pipe, the outlet pipe, back to the pond and put another inlet in and just straight back to the pond. If I turn, what am I doing? No, if I turn that off, it'll increase pressure anyway. So yeah, I was going to see if I could just show you what I'd have to work out the one 1-inch hose tail going back to the water blade. It doesn't totally disrupt the water blade.
it's a lot gentler, if you like. It's still got the sheet of water coming down, so it still works. But yeah, that's do I do either or both? Do I lower the outlet below and increase the flexi pipe to up to 2 inch, and then it can come out, and put another return to the pond, which is not really what I wanted to do. So I'm not really happy with the that flexi pipe coming out the pond there. So yeah, so I think I'll need to see how we go for a few days and then possibly come back to it. That in there is holding the level. That it's just, you know, it's not, you know, my pond ain't going to empty overnight, but these are just not wide enough to get some purchase on the nuts of the bulkhead fitting. But apart from that, we had, as you can see, I had a major overflow from that when I just turned it on. So with some air in there, I think the concept will work. So yeah, cheers guys. I think I'm going to just keep my eye on that, let that run as it is for a while. And then yeah, I might upload this video and see if I get any comments from the boffins out there. Not that I really get many comments, to be honest. So yeah, cheers, catch you later.